As expected, fully packed here tonight. It's the Grand Theater. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
Time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali, 6'3" tall, the best to ever do it. He'll face this man, Joe Louis. He's 6'2" tall, 181 pounds, one of the best right hands in the business.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat.
Muhammad Ali, the greatest of all time. Watch the footwork, watch the hand speed. No one does it like Ali. It's the Brown Bomber, Joe Louis. His fight against Matt Schmeling, one of the most important fights in the history of this fine sport.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, here is the Olympic gold medalist and legend of boxing, the only three-time lineal heavyweight champion of the world. He floats like a butterfly and stings like a bee. The one and only, the greatest, Muhammad Ali. Fighting out of the blue corner, and iconic longtime world champion who defended his title for a record of 12 years, introducing a heavyweight champion of the world, the one and only Brown Bomber, Joe Louis.
We welcome you to this beautiful theater. Shakespeare has nothing on the drama that we've seen between these two fighters.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
Here we go for round one. Nice shot with the left. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Nice exchange here from both men. He didn't take that jab well at all. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. That left counter was perfectly timed. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy. Got out of the way, that right hook. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
You know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp. Don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Both men step back for just a moment. Let's see if these two heavyweights decide to exchange bombs early or decide to box a little bit.
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Pretty close fight here in this round. He misses with that jab. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
And there's the bell for round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Neither man really defending themselves. He threw the hook, didn't land. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. No power in those punches. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
On to the 4th we go. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
I'd like to see more jabs. Realizes that defense is one of the scoring criteria in boxing. Halfway through the round, and I don't know who's got the advantage. Great stuff. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
And wait a minute, a left hand lands. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
And there's the bell for round 5. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Why sit in the pocket when your punches are this slow? Old adage is no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. That one lands. Throwing punches, they should be playing defense right now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. And he just missed with that left jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 6. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it? And he misses with that jab. Fighters certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
He just misses with that jab. These fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, you can see this fighter in the corner really laboring with their body. They are hurt. Let's see how they come out and fight in the next round. You've got to believe defense is going to be a priority.
Man, oh man, you know what? He's got to hope the referee doesn't jump in and stop it.
There's the bell to start round 7. They're off their stools, and what a fight this has been. Will it continue?
How much energy did they use? How hard and how tough and how much they had to dig deep. This is just ridiculous. I don't know what to expect. I'm tired just watching it.
Miss with that jab. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. Bomber goes to the canvas. Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. You know in the corner now, they're saying, when you get out there jumping him, do not give him chance to breathe. Bully him, throw him, push him down, punch him in the back. Keep letting the shots go, because you know they're on shaky leg. They're a gnat's ear away from getting stopped.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single. Oh, and Joe Louis is hurt. He is hurt. It's now or never. The clock is ticking. This is his big chance. He settled back in, but needs to play some defense. He misses with that jab. That punch lands. He just misses with that big right hand. 10 seconds left. The body work has taken its toll. You can see the pain on his face.
My concern is the corner. Are they going to be too brave for their fighter?
And we enter the ninth. Well, if this round is anything like the last one, we're in for a treat.
Good work the last round. Be smart. Don't get too braggadocious. You'll get turned over and walk into a shot, and that's the last thing you want.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Missed him with that uppercut. Who would have thought Ali would get rattled like this? I thought we were going to see the finish there. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Nice punch. Do you believe what we are seeing? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Never good to have a body injury because your opponent is just going to target in on that area. Let's see defensively what strategy they have coming out in this next round.
Cornerman, get your job done, do it right.
There's the bell to start round 10. They're up and ready to go. Surely this round won't be as good as the last one.
This is part of the game plan. You knew this was going to happen. Now you've got to stay still in your mind. You've got to think, right, don't get rattled. Don't get swayed by the crowd cheering or booing. Walk straight in there, stick to your game plan, show your shots, and then let it go. But do it at your pace.
There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. The jab slightly off target. all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work, that's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, she's dealing with that body injury, and not only is she going to have to play defense to avoid getting hit there again, but this is going to affect her stamina as well.
What are the corner going to tell him? I hope they've got a good cuts man in that corner.
This is the 11th. We've entered the championship rounds. What a round we just saw. Let's see what we've got in store for us here.
What a round. What have they got left? How can you get better than that? That is ridiculous. That's stuff you see on video games.
Still swinging with nothing left. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Another scoring shot there. That jab misses. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Body work is paying dividends. You can see the stress on this fighter's face. No part of him wants to come out and take any more body shots in the next round.
Cornerman, get your job done, do it right.
On to the 12th. Can it get any better? What a round we just saw. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
He gets out of the way of that left hand. And he fails to score with that left hook. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Failing to score with that right hook. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
Unanimous? You know what? Smart that is. A total change of styles to make sure they got it. At every round in the bag, there was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.